In class, this is Sonal, your social science teacher. I hope you all are doing very good. Today we will revise block 11, occupations. So you need to study the block thoroughly, underline important sentences and difficult words of this block, and come back again and we will discuss this block. Okay? Pause the video, study the block. If I am saying you study the block, that means you have to study. Don't skip studying. And then we will discuss question and answers. So, help farmers. How does farming crops help us? And what will happen if farmers cannot have a good harvest? You can answer by yourself. Try to answer these questions. If you don't know the answers, you can study the block again. But don't copy, only study the block and answer these questions. So, what do farmers do? Farmer grows crops like pulses, fruits and vegetables and grains. Here you can see fruits, pulses, vegetables, and a farmer uses bullocks and tractor to plow land, to sow seeds and to grow crops. And a farmer has to depend on rain to have a good harvest. So we can say this is a problem also, because we cannot control rain, so less or more rainfall can damage the crops. So this is a problem also. A farmer has to depend on rain to have a good harvest, because too much water like this, too much water or too less water like this can harm his or her crops. And we depend on the farmer for our food. How growing crops help us? Because we depend on the farmer for our food. And crops are sold in the market. Farmers earn their living by selling what they grow, and we in turn depend on the farmer for our food. If the farmer is unable to have a good harvest, he won't be able to earn money. Now you need to answer, where is it not possible to grow crops? Think and answer. So in places that do not have large open fields like this and has dry and infertile soil like this, is in these places is not possible to grow crops. Infertile means soil like this, where it is not possible to grow anything. And you need to think about other problems which a farmer faces. Think, and you can write or you can reply. So next is animal husbandry. How are the animals useful to us? How would these animals help someone to earn his or her living? These animals like cows, goats, buffaloes, sheep, how these animals help someone to earn his or her living? So cow, goats and buffaloes give milk, and we can make ghee, curd, paneer and butter from milk, and by selling these things, people can earn their livings. And we get eggs and meat from hens and ducks. We get wool from sheep. People earn money by selling milk, meat, eggs and wool to earn money. Next questions. Why do you think people rear animals? How is growing crops different from raising animals, and what is similar? Why do you think people rear animals, and how is growing crops and animal husbandry is different, and what is similar? So people rear these animals to earn money. People keep milk-giving animals in dairy farms for milk. Milk-giving animals like goat, cow, buffalo are kept in a dairy farm for milk. And we make different products from milk, and we can sell them in the market and can earn money. And people keep birds in a poultry farm to sell eggs and meat. where eggs giving animals are kept is called poultry farm. And if someone did not keep these animals, we would not have got eggs, milk and meat so easily. We get how growing crops and animal husbandry is different and similar, because we get different things from growing crops and from animals. One gives us food from plants, crops, while the other gives us food from animals. And what is common between them? Common is both occupation need large open spaces. And difference is we get vegetables, fruits, grains, pulses from growing crops, and we get wool, milk, eggs and meat from animal husbandry. Now you need to answer, do you think it's good to use animals to earn a living, and why do you think so? What do you think? Do you think it's good to use animals as we want? So animals should not be kept in places where they are not free to move around, and they would be happier if they can move around freely in the wild. But some animals would have problems to find food and may be attacked by other animals. If they are kept by us, they should be given proper care. We must also see that they are kept in clean places so as to not catch diseases. So animals should not be kept like in cages, like where they are not free to move around. Animals should not be kept like this and this. If we are rearing them, we should give them proper care, respect and love, and proper food and care. Now you think and answer that how people who rear animals can look after animals well. What are the ways in which people who rear animals can look after to their animals? Now, next topic, mining. So you need to answer who are miners and what is mining. So people who dig minerals from the earth are called miners. Minerals like iron ore, coal, gold, copper ore. Who dig these minerals are called miners. And mining helps a miner to earn a living. And a miner uses few tools like picks, wedge, hammer, spade and boring machine to dig minerals from the earth. This is spade, boring machine, hammer, wedge and picks. And a miner has to go deep inside the earth through an underground tunnel which is dark, and a miner wears a helmet with a torch. He gets coal from under the earth, and we use coal to burn fire for cooking. Now next question is how petrol is made. Think and answer how we get petrol and how minerals are useful to us. So we get petrol by petroleum, and we get petroleum by digging the sea. From this mining of the sea we get petroleum, and petroleum is converted or changed into petrol, and then we can use petrol for our vehicles. And how minerals are useful to us. So we have different minerals like coal, iron ore, gold, copper ore, and these are used for different things. We use iron to make machines and other things. We use copper to make wires, and we make different things from the minerals that we get from mining, such as body part of planes, buses, cars, ships, wires and pipes. And we make jewelry from gold and silver, and we use coal as a fuel. Now you need to answer what are the risks or problems that a miner faces. So during mining, miners breathe in harmful gases that can make them sick, and they might catch fire, they might get hurt if a rock breaks and hits them. They have to breathe harmful gases. Big rocks could hit them. They get less money for this tough job. These are the problems a miner faces. So, a miner should wear a bright color uniform so that they can be identified by anyone if they get lost, and they should wear their helmet, and they should follow all the safety rules that are required or that are necessary for mining. Next topic is forestry. Read the topic and answer that what do we get from forests, and if you lived near a forest, would you be able to earn a living, and how? So we get wood from forests, and wood is sent to the factories to make things like beds, books, chairs, stools, tables, desks, boxes, fences or boundaries, and picture frames, or we can say furniture. And wood is used to make papers, so we also get books by forests. We don't get it from forest, we get woods, and we make books. We make many things like books, pages from woods. And how pages are made from woods? In big machines in the factories, wood logs are converted into wood pulp, and this wood pulp is with some processes it changed into papers, and then we get papers from wood. And besides, these people sell nuts, berries, fruits, herbs which they get from forest. They make mats and baskets with things that they get from forests. Next question is, how do people living near a forest depend on a forest to earn a living, and what is different about work done in a farm and a forest? So people living near a forest sell things that they get from forests, and farming gives us food like fresh vegetables, fruits, grains and pulses, whereas forests give us wood, nuts, berries, medicinal herbs that grow naturally, and a variety of plants and animals are present in forests, whereas farming involves growing crops and raising animals for food. Next question is, what will happen if there are no forests around us? So people who earn a living by selling these things will not be able to earn money. They will not have food to eat. They will have to move to cities. And one should be careful not to remove forest land as they are very important. So we should save our tree, because we can see the difference between Amazon forest before and how it is now. So if we will not take care of the forest, our earth will be like this. And you need to think and answer what are the ways in which we can help forest and our environment. So this is about occupations. After watching the video, this is your writing work. First question is, how do forests help us? Next question is, what problems do the people living near forests face? Think and answer. Complete your writing work. Watch the video carefully. If you will watch the video, then you will be able to answer all the questions. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Take care everyone. God bless.